When a team is able to communicate well, it saves time that might have otherwise been lost to misinterpretation. A breakdown in team communication can be very detrimental, leading to taking of incorrect actions. The downside of this is that the team has to stop to address the problem before carrying on. When correct messages are sent and received through an effective team communication network, proper actions can be taken and tasks completed on or even ahead of schedule. It is important for a team to keep up with changes in the working environment as the business world is constantly changing. Effective team communication enables the team members to keep up with the changes as information is shared efficiently. Each member of the team is well informed of any changes in time to make necessary adjustments. Communication is a very important part of any organization. It takes place among business entities, within markets, various groups of employees, buyers and sellers, service providers and clients, salesperson and prospective buyers, and within the organization and with the press. Communication can be internal, external, upward, downward, formal, informal, lateral, interactive, mass, or grapevine. Internal communication takes place within the organization or group among people among different groups of employees and between employees and employers. External communication flows outward and addresses people outside the organization, like the prospective customers, competitors, public, press, media, and of course the government. Bottom-up communication is one which moves upward, while top-down communication is one that only moves downward. Lateral communication, on the other hand, occurs across the same level of an organization. One-way communication is a form of communication in which information is only transmitted from one point to another point, or to many points simultaneously. There is no reception of information at the transmitting point, and no transmission of the information at the receiving point. One-way communication includes instances in which a business leader speaks or sends out messages to individuals, small or large groups of employees without input or response. While such directives sometimes are necessary, excessive one-way communication minimizes opportunities for valuable frontline input and message feedback. A major indirect pitfall of only using one-way communication is the potential for damaged employee morale. When workers don't have the ability to share insights or feedback, they may feel stifled, inhibited, or unappreciated. Two-way communication is interpersonal communication in which two parties are involved, namely the sender and the receiver. The transmission of information between the parties is generally to and fro. The two-way communication process involves the sender transmitting the message or information that may be of significance to the receiver. The receiver, upon getting the message, deciphers it and replies with the feedback. In other words, this is a complete process of communication where there is a continuous flow of information between the sender and receiver, and therefore ensures that there are no hindrances in respect to the flow of message and feedback. The sending party can smoothly transfer the message through a channel like a telephone, email, video, and so on. The receiving party, too, can respond to that message without facing any form of difficulty. Top-down communication literally is a method of issuing communication, instructions, and information within a business using a hierarchical structure. Information from the highest ranking officials within the company filtered down to the employees using the company's managerial structure. Each rung on the managerial ladder learns information from the rung above until the information or command passes to all relevant tiers within the organization. It enables leadership to control the flow of information and ensures that each employment level has only the information necessary to complete relevant tasks. This keeps each employment level focused and reduces the risk that employees will focus on irrelevant information or details. A primary disadvantage arises from the risk of orders getting lost in translation or critical details of a project being left out because a high-ranking supervisor simply forgot to include it in a report. This can cause gaps in project development, particularly when there is no checks and balances system in place to ensure that all departments receive the correct information. Bottom-up communication revolves around the inclusion of all employees, their ideas, and their perceptions of business in order to make the most informed decisions. In this case, a business invites the entire team to participate in the company's management and decision-making process. Communication and an all-encompassing approach is a vital aspect of this style of management, lending itself to the appropriate name of bottom-up communication. The bottom-up communication style of business leverages all of its employees' perceptions of the business and ideas for the company. This process allows the company to identify its most targeted and most appropriate goals. Bottom-up communication is sometimes referred to as the seed model, as small ideas from each employee grow into complex, organic goals that lead to eventual success. In a sense, there is a merging of employees and each of their roles into a broader focus dealing with the entire company. This forward-looking approach considers each aspect of a company by taking in the respective employees' inputs to make a better decision for the entire company. Lateral communication is the exchange, imparting, or sharing of information, ideas, or feelings between people within a community, peer group, departments, or units of an organization who are at or about the same hierarchical level as each other for the purpose of coordinating activities, efforts, or fulfilling a common purpose or goal. In an organization, lateral communication is communication between different individuals or departments at the same organizational level. People at the same level communicate directly without going through several levels of organization. Given this elasticity, members of an organization have an easier time with problem solving, information sharing across different work groups, and task coordination between departments or project teams. The use of lateral or horizontal communication in the workplace can also enhance morale and afford a means of resolving conflicts. Every week, we upload new videos between 5 and 10 minutes in length, where we will focus on the strategic implementation of Lean and Six Sigma. As a Six Sigma expert, I am passionate about quality. And if you are too, then click subscribe to be notified whenever we upload our next Lean Six Sigma video.